Alright, so my name is James. I'm going to be doing my first video for my shrimp update. This is going to be the first shrimp tank build that I'm doing. Um, First thing I started was just a substrate you got to use. I say got to, but you don't really have to. But from what I've seen, everybody uses Acrion shrimp and plant substrate. Clear up, maybe. Looks like the blue and white bag. I had a bit of lighting. Still trying to update the videos and everything. Still trying to I want to add like a green screen, stuff like that, and just start building on more and more to the channel. But first thing I started with was substrate. I already had cycled water, so I did like half half filtered water and then half the cycled from a different tank. So I just did that in together. I went and I got a nice piece of wood here that I found at a pet store. It was like I think I paid $12 for that. Some of these plants I've already had growing in another tank. Those are new. I bought them. Uh, Care-a-Lot's Pet Supply. They had a couple of them. No, not Care-a-Lot. What was it? PetSmart. PetSmart's the one that had those plants. Most of the time, I'll get my plants from Petco because they're more recommended and they have them actually in their they have them in their tanks. They're not just like on a stand and, in a little container. Like these are all in little plastic containers with that watery crap at the bottom of it. I don't really like using them. But I needed something that's just going to float on top and just kind of just stay there for the shrimp eggs and stuff. So I wanted a good breeding ground. And I could get more stuff on the bottom here. So I'll be getting more Java moss, which I got growing in another tank. Um, Filtration, I'm using a sponge filter. That's over here in the corner with the bubbles going up. I also got a little, not protein shrimp, but I got a little surface skimmer that I like using. Got these off of Amazon. These were like, $15. They're pretty good. I fill those just with carbon. And then while it was cycling, I still got it running right now. I got a hang on the back filter filled with nothing but filter floss and carbon. I don't run any other kind of filtering in any of my tanks other than carbon, and some of them will get filter floss. But for the most part, it's just carbon. I've seen some other filter things where they got like the ammonia catchers and stuff like that. I don't use any of that. I haven't had any luck with it, and that's not really, it's more of a sales gimmick. I don't put any of the ammonia reducing stuff in any of my tanks. If you know about the nitrate cycle and actually how to cycle a tank, you would know you need ammonia to start off with, and the ammonia breaks down with bacteria and it turns into nitrite. From nitrite, other bacteria will turn it into nitrate. So I don't mess with the ammonia filters or anything like that. So I want to take the fully cycle. If it's full of ammonia, that's fine. I'll let it sit for a month. This one's basically done cycling now. I just want to let this run a little bit longer, get a good layer of allergen. I'm trying to remember the name of the thing that actually makes you go in here. Was drawing a blank with this second. But for right now, that's all I'm gonna have running in this thing. It's just I'm gonna be doing shrimp. I'm not gonna add any fish to this one. Um, on my other builds, I'll show you guys what I do with breeding and I do a lot of plants too. And honestly, I have none of the script, and I'm just spewing out of my mouth. The more videos I do, the more I write a script. I got my friend Diamond; she wants to come in and help, so I'll be able to write a script, and you'll be able to see her pretty face instead of mine. Even though I'm beautiful. Um, and my friend got a haircut too, all nice and sexy. And but yeah, that's pretty much it for this build. I'm just gonna let this thing run a few more weeks, and what I use for food, just cheap stuff. I just the omnivore shrimp food. I think Acrion makes this too. I'm not sponsored by anybody yet. I'm not really. I'd like to do this as like a full-time job, but I don't really need to do it as a full-time job. mechanic, so I don't really. I like doing my job, but this is really what I love, and I want to turn this into a business, and I want to turn this into, my dream. I would like to open up my own pet store. Um, as of right now, I do not have the capital to do that. So, and I'm not doing any editing on these first couple videos. So, what you see is what you get. But as time goes on, I'll be adding more and more to it. So, I'll see what goes on, see what people like, see what tank builds people would like to see because I collect tanks. So I got several empty ones in my room, and depending on what people want to see, like I might do one as like a neon tetra breeding tank, which I've read those before. They're easy to breed. That and guppies, those breed like rabbits. So other than that, I think that's pretty much it for this bill. I'll give y'all an update once I get some shrimp in here in the next few weeks. In the meantime, I'll be posting a build video on my cichlid tank, and I got the community tank right there. I want to get rid of some of the fish in there and move them to something else and do something else with the community tank. But as of like, oh, excuse me, as of right now, that's all I'm pretty much going to be doing. Well, thank you. Like and subscribe. Hope you guys like it. Hope you guys like the build. I'll be adding more and more plants to it, so I'm gonna have it looking beautiful here soon. Y'all have a good one.